Well, many more drivers are waiting for their test results and crossing at a disused airfield at Manston inland from the port of Dover. Greg McKenzie, our correspondent, is there. And Greg, just take us through the latest where we are, how much testing has happened, some of those scenes we were watching of the tension. Has that eased or has it got worse?
Well, good evening, Matthew. Now, just over my shoulder are the first lorries leaving. There's been 60 so far in the last hour that are now making their way to the port of Dover. That's about 30 minutes from this location, where they will board ferries onto France. Now, many of these lorry drivers will have had a coronavirus test before being able to carry on to the port of Dover. Now, those tests will have needed to have come back negative. Tests take about 30 minutes. Many of them are being tested just beyond this airfield, just there. And basically, those who are testing positive will be expected to isolate at local hotels. But the frustration, Matthew, is that many of these lorry drivers have been here in situ since Sunday. Many simply wanting to get home for the Christmas. Now, you mentioned those scuffles earlier. Now, there was some scuffles here early this morning. Many simply frustrated because what you have is a service station just down the road which was providing food and water. Many were trying to get those supplies for themselves, and that caused some tensions this morning. The police were actually called to stop many fights that were taking place. As for now, it is calmer. Many people in their lorries are on the other side, not at the airfield, because the airfield's not taking any more lorries. Nobody else can get onto that airfield, and we're talking 3,800 lorries. Now, to clear this backlog, that is going to take some days, not hours. So many of them will not be going home for Christmas.
Greg, exactly on that point, are officials there telling you or giving you any sort of indication the capacity, the amount of testing they're actually getting to where you are to actually get through those numbers? Do we know any sort of rough figure?
Well, we're getting figures from the government who are saying, look, it's going to be hundreds today, and if not thousands thereafter once the army get here. Now, we know there are 170 army personnel currently assisting National Health Service staff who are testing these lorry drivers. Once the army get here tonight, it's expected thousands of tests will be conducted. So we're talking 3,800 drivers. It'll be a few days before they're cleared from this site and on their way to France rather.
Greg McKenzie there at Marston. Thanks very much for the latest. Thanks.